Hey guys, Nasco here with a failed attempt to start a live streaming on my phone after finding out that my internet speed at home is not enough and not fast enough to keep on live streaming. So I am at my favorite spot here at my prayer deck, and it's a little secluded area that I have in the very back of my property. Behind this here is a beautiful patch of blackberries that we have, and this is a favorite spot for me to come and just hang out here, clear my head, pray, talk to the Lord, or a lot of times just sit in silence. So total change and not a change today of how this is going to work, and I apologize for that. If you're ready for a live stream, the live stream will be some other time, which I'll have to figure out how that's going to work out. Probably I'll be uploading videos earlier and just have you guys watch a short video from me. So welcome to Wild at Heart. Subtitle: How do you deal with changes? Oh my goodness. So you guys know our church was organizing life groups. I was ready to lead a life group on Monday nights and a study through an awesome book called Wild at Heart by John Eldredge. I've heard John speak at a men's night out at our church in Colorado when we lived in Colorado. Pretty cool read. I still encourage you guys, if you can get a copy of this book, read it with me. There's a lot of things that we can talk and discuss. I'm going to actually share a few things from this book at our men's breakfasts next time we meet this coming Saturday, very briefly, because Saturday we're going to take more time to just talk about the men's conference we went to Springfield almost 2 weeks ago. So for tonight, wanted to give you a preview of at least what I'm planning on doing. I'll have to figure out technology, obviously, and internet speeds and all that fun jazz. I'm not eligible to do mobile live streaming from my phone. Probably I need to pay some money to those guys that manage and own YouTube. But I wanted to give you a preview. Basically, it's not just about another book study. You've heard me talk about it before, just in the same way like it is with the with our men's ministry. I don't like calling it men's ministry. That's why I call us a men's tribe. We are a tribe. We live together. We share life together. And it's not just about having another meeting. And this is not just about, hey, let's study another book together. Yeah, guys, I get it. We're busy, life, work, of course, fishing, hunting, and taking your boys and girls to sports events. I get it. Totally get it. So read a book when? Well, we will address that in another time, because if we are not reading our Bibles, at least, we have some serious issues to address. But if we really want to be Christ followers and good Christ followers, if we want to be men after God's own heart, we got to read our Bibles, and the Bible is a must. Anything else is supplemental. So this is really more of a supplemental read, something that I wanted to take on together with you guys and talk and share, pray, and just address this whole issue and this whole big topic of what makes a man a man. What is it? We need to talk about the understanding that masculinity is actually bestowed. We gotta introduce our younger boys to what it means to be a man. No, it's not girls, sex, and rock and roll and drugs. No, it's not that. We know it. It's everything that God has created us to be, and the way God created us and designed us to be men. So what makes us men? And this is a cool study because, again, the author dives into three major areas: life of adventure, a battle to fight, and a beauty to love. So breaking it down in those three areas, he also dives into things from our past, relationships that we've had or we didn't have with our fathers, relationships with our mothers. I came across a pretty short pretty cool short quote, that from the time when Adam betrayed Eve in the Garden of Eden, and by the way, he was standing right by Eve when she was fooled by the snake, by the devil. And from that moment on, our ladies, our Eves, have lost the sense of security. And one way that women compensate that loss of security is by either becoming clingy or becoming over-controlling. They want to control their environment. They want to control their homes, their their husbands. We're watching live these days all this waste of tax money and the defamation case that's going on with Johnny Depp and his ex-wife, and whether he was abusing her or maybe he was the victim. I don't know. I wasn't there. But some women are exactly that. They want to control everything and anything. And it's all because somewhere in their life a man of God failed to be a man of God. So there's a lot to unpack of this study and a lot to talk about. My plan, again, I'll have to see how that's going to go, but probably I'm going to have to upload short videos with just Cliff Notes, NASCO's version of Wild at Heart content, basically, and kind of say, hey, here's what I discovered for myself from chapter 1. And actually, I'll give you just a quick preview. Took me back to my own childhood when for a first time ever, I have never ventured away from my parents on anything. And a lot of places we would go by using public transportation. That was the way to do it. And we would just go on bus or trolley bus or trams. And until one day I ventured on my own. I actually got on a tram, and took a completely different route. And instead of coming home after a class, I think I was probably in second grader. I had tickets. I punched in the ticket and got on the tram. Took a totally different route to get home. Made a stop at a flower market and bought my mom a small flower, and got home. And she was like, "Where have you been?" So when I told her where I was, and actually we had a pretty cool map of the whole city, the capital city of Sofia. I had that on a wall in our living room, and I showed her. I said, "Oh, it was easy. From here I got on this tram, I got off on this station, I went to the market, I bought a flower, then from here I got on another line and I came over here, and from there I walked to this station, and from there I got on this trolley bus and got home." She could not believe this. But this was my early exploration. Why? Because that's what boys do. We like to explore. And it doesn't necessarily mean exploring the woods or going the Rocky Mountains. It could be exploring another language. It could be exploring another craft or something that I've never tried before, but I'm going to try it. Why? Because God made me as an explorer. And so that's one cool feature, that it's just a small nugget that I will unpack more in our next live video or recorded video. And slowly over the next 10, 12 weeks maybe, I would like to walk us through the book of Wild at Heart. We will talk about pornography, but do you know what? Pornography is easy to deal with when a man knows that pornography and any other addiction is actually running away from the strength that God has put in us. That's what it is, bottom line. And any addiction is easy, easy, because it doesn't require for me to be the man God created me to be. And oh my gosh, there's so much. Guys, I really would like to do this. I really wanted to do this together as a study at church, have some pizza Monday nights, 7 p.m. But hey, I get it. Life is life. So instead, I'm gonna bring you content to you. I will be sharing short, brief videos like this. I will do a better job preparing for next time, but still wanted to have something out tonight in case of some of you are actually going to be watching tonight or tomorrow morning. So I call you all blessed. Thank you. Talk to you soon.